What is going on, everybody? Welcome to What the Fuck Wednesday. We are going to have a good time tonight. Sorry we are late for our live stream, but as always, shit and life happens. That's how things roll in our world, and we don't apologize for it. Gregory's
I'll kill
here.
your whole family.
Gregory's here. Shakespeare's here. Jenny's here. Tyler's here. I'm here, and Travis is here.
Finally,
we were waiting on you.
God damn it.
Oh, yes.
Shoot me in the dick two times on a fucking Wednesday.
For those people who are new to this.
If you're new, go fuck it. I'm just kidding.
No. If you're new to this and you're catching this after fact, be sure to join our YouTube channel to subscribe to it. We do these live on YouTube at youtube.com/ghostinthenight.
We do that.
We do. We like to do. We are full of do here at
full of shit.
Yes. But before we get started, I was thinking after Sunday's episode.
Yes.
I was
Did you watch The Men in Black?
No. Fuck no.
I did. That's a lie. I did not.
I have better things to do with my time than watch a shitty ass fucking Will Smith movie.
It's not that bad. It's entertaining.
Yes.
Like in no way do I find it conspiratorial or anything like that. It's just an entertaining movie.
But before we get started, tonight we are going to discuss, we got a current topic we're going to lightly dance around.
Very lightly.
We're going to talk Megan Kelly and Machine Gun Kelly. Did you hear that shit?
No.
Oh. I'm springing this on Travis tonight.
I like when it's like that. That's why I said, like,
apparently there's a little blood drinking going on, a little ritual or vampirism, whatever. My God, yeah.
Trouble in paradise,
baby.
Say. And you don't say so.
Or maybe, I don't know. But that kind of leads into the whole Hollywood thing. What the fuck's going on? Yeah. And then I have a Dave Chappelle thing I want to talk about. If you saw that today, I think, or yesterday. We're going to talk.
I remember something about Dave Chappelle.
We're going to talk about that a little bit. But before we talk about those wonderful topics, after Sunday's episode, I got a little touched. I had a little moment of reflection.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful for our wonderful listeners. And it's amazing. Like,
who should totally like the video.
Yes. But, we were having a conversation with a guy from Chile. Or Chile. I hate that. Sunday. How fucking cool is that?
It's fucking sick. I love that shit.
Two dumb ass fat fucknuts from Ohio
are talking to a cat from fucking Chile.
From Chile. It's funny. And
the name of his country is in one of my favorite Hispanic dishes.
Yes.
Chile Colorado.
It's not that strange. I mean, we've had conversation with people from England, from Great
Ireland,
Britain, in the chats when we used to go a little bit earlier. But it just kind of hit me. I was like, damn, we're big pimping.
We're vast. But
it's cool. And then, you look at all the Patreon subscribers that have really popped up here lately who are, they make it fun. And what's great is they are the people who come in and week out.
Well, that's the thing is, like, because I have people that don't listen to podcasts and shit like that will talk to me about it. They'll be like, so you make money off it? I'm like, we have revenue. Hello, Jade. We have, I wouldn't even call it revenue. We've got money coming in, but I wouldn't call it making money.
No,
we're funding greater ventures for the show to entertain the people that allow us to do something that we would do this anyway. Like, right. I enjoy doing this. You throw in like-minded people that want to talk about this shit or listen to us talk about shit and enjoy it all together. It just makes it a fucking 1,000 times better.
Which, I'll give an example. I don't like to leave a lot of money sit in there, and we were kind of getting up there a little bit. Yeah. So I went ahead and withdrew it. We're going to get promotional shit, like what we've talked about, just some to give away.
Yeah.
To local peoples, and plus got some stickers coming to some people to pay for. So I'm gonna order some T-shirts. We're gonna have some T-shirts made up.
Like the video.
We're gonna have some T-shirts made up, and we talked about those, whatever bracelets to do, maybe. And even some little just throwaway stickers.
Well, I was thinking about putting a vinyl on the back windshield of my car,
but that'd be bad.
Part of the reason that everything sucks fat donkey cock right now is because everything was fine, driving along just fine. Get to the restaurant for Taco Tuesday, Perfectly fine. Get back to the house, to Better Half's house. She's getting her stuff ready to come to my place. Go to start the car. Car starts, but idles very low, like maybe 400 RPMs, which isn't like 6 is okay, but you drop below 6, you're real slow. You know what I mean? Where it just sounds like it's barely puttering.
Mm-hmm.
Got out of the driveway, died.
A slow, painful death.
Did the things that I've done to get that fucking car running again a couple times, nothing. And now it's like tries to turn over, nothing. I'm hoping it's not what I think it is, but we'll see. So if anybody has an extra car, hit us up, ghosts_night_podcast on Instagram. Best way to get a hold of me.
Or send an email, GITN.
Yes,
podcast.
If somebody has a free or extra vehicle, I will gladly borrow it in the tri-state area.
But, just to finish up on that, it boggles my mind.
That we sit here and we're talking to a guy from Chile.
And we're just not talking. We're just not talking to ourselves.
Yeah.
And people actually come back. Everybody I'm looking at in the chat room right now, I can see it right there. Except for that.
I know, because I was considering going live on Instagram tonight.
Except for that minutes. Phil S. asshole that's in there.
Oh, that ugly piece of shit.
No, he's a very good-looking man. Matter of fact,
for a piece of shit,
he's a hot son of a bitch. But it's the same. It's the same son of bitches, and we love each and every one of them motherfuckers. And I'm grateful. I didn't even think. I never wanted to do live stream. Video YouTube. I never wanted to do YouTube.
Right.
This was an audio podcast.
Yeah.
I only did YouTube.
Well, I mean, it still is.
Right, it's mainly.
Right. Well, because that's why we have this shit now, because, it's kind of like there's... I know that people that watch us listen, some of them listen to us as well, but there's kind of a different... we've kind of got two audiences.
Yeah, it's a little different. And the audio feed is a little different. I mean, it's the same thing, but it's cleaned up a little bit more. It's a little
there's not
smoother.
Quite as much pausing.
Right. It's a little. I try to smooth it out a little bit.
Like if my asshole were to open wide for the people.
Right. Yes. But I only started going live. Originally, before you came on, I started going live on Facebook, and the only reason I fucking did that was because I was bad about putting shit off.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, if I set up a time, I know I'm going to record the whole thing. And plus, I was a little fanatical about fucking. It'd take me fucking 3 days to record a fucking 45-minute fucking episode. Yeah. To where this way, I just fucking recorded it and went with it. And then we moved it to. Matter of fact, I believe your first episode, I believe, was on YouTube, or was on Facebook. I think
so.
Yes, episode 109 was on Facebook.
Creepy Turnbull Canyon.
Yes. And then I just said, we'll do it on YouTube. So because I don't like being on camera. I don't even like listening to myself talk.
Yeah.
But, but
I hate it. I'll go back and listen to episodes and I just feel like such an asshole.
But the YouTube version is much more fun because we have all these people in the chat. And if you're
fine.
You come on in.
Sorry, Better Half is here because I don't have a car and we work together and she's a fucking angel.
No.
So she's, hauling my big fat fucking ass around.
No. She's your assistant. We're big pimping now, remember?
Tell her that and get smacked upside the head.
She will not smack me up. There'll be visual evidence.
I was not punching you, Phil. I was hitting you.
There is a difference, apparently. Oh, anyway. Okay, so you want to talk about Hollywood Vampires first, or you want to talk about something else?
Hollywood Vampire. Now, see, that could go two ways. Are you talking about Hollywood Vampires because of whatever this Machine Gun Kelly thing is that I don't know about?
That one.
Or Johnny Depp's band, the Hollywood Vampires.
Is that what they're called?
I think it is. They're actually pretty good. He's a good guitar player.
I did hear.
You don't have to be all quiet. It's fine.
It's Wednesday. We don't give a shit.
Welcome to the show, babe. We have a live studio audience. I should have made a fucking sign that says applause.
When we turn to...
That's up to her.
No, we'll never get it right again, damn it. What was I saying?
Hollywood Vampires.
Okay, let's
like and share the video.
Where was I? There we go.
Oh.
Well, I guess we can screen share that. I don't think there's any. There we go. Okay, so according to this, apparently
we're so fancy with the screen share and shit.
We are awesome. Apparently, Megan Fox and MGK.
This is credit to TMZ, obviously.
Which is
before we get fucking hate mail.
Fuck them too. But I heard this on a podcast. I did not read this. I forget which podcast I was listening to.
Do you find yourself not listening to any like podcasts about what we listen to or what we talk about?
One day a week, I do.
I listen to two, and it's almost at this point, it's almost strictly because I like their sense of humor.
I just only for like, and it's a topical. Like if I know it's a topic we're covering that like following weekend, I'll listen to one just to kind of see other people's.
Like Brohio, like shout out Brohio. I love them, but they're just so fucking funny. Yeah, she screams sometimes.
She screams only when somebody else picks her up. Doesn't do it for me.
She let her pick her up last time.
Layla, I ain't listening to it, Chalupa. Oh, anyway, but I heard this on the
on a podcast.
On a podcast, it might have. I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, apparently she admitted they do drink each other's blood, just a little bit.
Why?
Little dab will do you. And this goes into Hollywood. Hollywood's fucked up. There's some fucked up shit going on in Hollywood.
So what's their reasoning? I'm assuming there's reasoning.
Because they're freaks? I don't fucking know. But I mean, I love this. God, I love TMZ. They're fucktards. But apparently, vampires are cautioning them. Be careful with that shit.
Why?
But the headline says, Megan Fox and MGK, be careful drinking each other's blood. Vampires caution couple.
Why? I don't understand.
Well, why are the vampires cautioning them? Because diseases.
Keep scrolling down. Oh yeah, MGK, Megan Fox, and the vampire. Keep going down to like the actual article. Balthazar Ashantisan, the co-founder of the New Orleans Vampire Association, or NOVA, is urging Megan and MGK to take proper precautions before drinking their lover's blood, including testing for potential diseases and bloodborne illnesses, from which he said. I mean, that's fair. That's kind of what I figured it would be, but that's pretty fair.
Well, you're saying they're not real vampires, though? Oh, that's right. You don't believe in vampires.
No, I don't. Not like blood-sucking undead. I don't know. Bill Compton's not walking a Sookie. What'd you do this weekend? I watched MGK Sookie on Megan Fox's neck of the... Why is his tongue black?
Because he's a freak.
Oh, wait, hold on. Scroll back up one. Stop. Yep, keep going down. Oh, there's another one. Father Sebastian, the founder of the Endless Night Vampire Ball, Eat My Dick Hole Twice,
Great. Now
is
we're
also urging Megan and MGK to be super safe with their blood drinking, specifically with regards to withdrawing blood. I mean, that's fair. MGK says he's willing to cut his chest with shards of broken glass to draw blood from Megan. But Sebastian says blood withdrawal should be only be done through medical... Yeah. The fuck? Like, there's literally fucking... like, have you ever watched any of that shit?
What
about like actual vampires in the world?
Like the group in New Orleans? I think.
Yeah, like they do. I'll give them credit. Like they screen all of their beverages and all that shit, and they do like. Did you see how they do it?
It's been so long since I've really.
Like I've seen a video of actual vampires feeding, if you will, and like they just kind of like take a little, like they pinch it and they just real quick, like a little nick, and they get like a negligible amount of blood.
Right. But it's just they're freaks.
Tyler, we've been going for less than 20 minutes.
What?
He asked if we've been going for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, the first 10 minutes we just were
dicked off.
Yeah, we just fucking talked about how much we like doing this for people and how cool it is that last week we were having a conversation with a dude, or on Sunday we were having a conversation with a dude from Chile. The motherfucker changed the topic of the whole goddamn
Was that him?
episode for like
Was he the
15
one that
minutes.
changed?
He was the one that changed it from Men in Black to fucking Reese's versus Oreos.
Which is classic. Hello. But
it did make for a good conversation.
Yes, it did. It'll make for a good short. But let's be honest. I don't see... Well, let me go back to the screen here. I mean, no disrespect.
Why is his fucking tongue black?
Because he's a fucking freak.
Like, is it tattooed black?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that's the thing. People are tattooing tongues these days.
I've seen people tattoo eyeballs.
See, I saw consenting adults at the bottom. That's all it fucking comes down to me.
Right? Yeah,
it's kosher for consenting adults.
Now let's be honest.
If done safely, yes, exactly. I agree. Like if that's what you want to do, fucking do it. It's weird a little bit, but like
now Gregory says in the chat, tastes good. It's debatable.
I mean, if you like nickels,
can't bring you closer. Well, I guess shows sharing of what is most important. Okay, or is just because they want to, like you haven't done this before, or is it just me?
I've never drank my significant other's blood.
Well, tonight.
Babe. Oh my God. Why am I getting...
Oh no. We can put it on speaker.
Hello.
Wow, Travis is on the phone.
Oh, there's not one for that one. I think it just got busted up a bunch and we got rid of it.
Can't do anything.
Yeah. Yes, do that, please. I forgot to. That's my bad. Yeah, both of them. Yeah. Say hi to YouTube. All right. All right, buddy. Bye. I wonder if could you guys hear that?
I don't know. I'm sure it showed up a little bit. Don't worry. It'll be enhanced in post.
Go ahead. I'm just going to listen to it softly because I find that hilarious if it picked up.
I am not a big Machine Gun Kelly fan.
Yeah.
I think
I liked him back in the day. I don't like the fact... I'm not the biggest fan of the fact that he got bodied by Eminem as a rapper and now he makes punk rock.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, but I will say this. Megan Fox, way too hot for his dorky ass. I mean, tell the motherfucker to eat a cheeseburger.
You can kind of hear it.
It'll be...
Well, I mean, he's fucking tall, too.
It'll be enhanced.
He's like 6'4", 6'5", or some shit.
Yeah,
he's a tall motherfucker.
Yeah, but his quads are the size of my forearms.
Oh, Gonzo's here.
Oh, shit. There goes the neighborhood.
Everybody's like and share the video.
Now, this is coming to the point of whatever consenting...
Especially share it to people that you know are really uptight and don't like cuss words, because that makes it more fun for me.
Yes. But that article is coming, and the whole story has kind of come to the... it's consenting adult type thing, whatever you want to do. But being what Hollywood is and the rumors that have been going on in Hollywood, it goes much deeper than
yeah, with the fact that like I'm almost basically just convinced that a celebrity
I'm sorry. Megan Fox is a dime piece. You can kiss my ass.
She's actually apparently fuck off, Gonzo. She's actually apparently quite intelligent about a lot of things.
Yes, she's very funny.
I heard Brian Callen talking about it. She said something about astrology, and he was like, "Oh, because blah 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 blah," and he said she just like straight schooled him on astrology.
She's very intelligent, but she's hot. I don't give a fuck. If you don't think she's hot, you're gay, and you like men.
Alyssa in the chat is on our side.
She's a dime piece. She's smoking. She's not even a dime piece. She's a quarter.
Well, I mean, so is Alyssa in the chat.
Sure. I can't say that.
That's fair.
Anyway, where was it? But getting back to it goes much deeper than just wanting to bond with your significant other. There's some real occult shit going on in
Hollywood. Fuck yeah, absolutely. There is.
And I don't judge. Whatever you got to do, whether it be.
I agree, but when it comes to the point where we're talking about, let's be realistic, if a lot of this shit is true with both politicians and Hollywood, a lot of this shit has to do with fucking children. Figuratively and literally.
Like 2010. Not now.
She looks exactly the same. Like she just isn't in movies anymore.
Tyler, just stop talking.
I will say Jennifer's Body should have been a fucking comedy. I saw a video on like TikTok or some shit a while ago that was like, people don't even realize how creepy Jennifer's Body was. I was like, because it wasn't. It was a scary movie that was hilarious.
Well, I just think, let's get back to The Ritual, because I'm not that familiar with that movie.
You should watch it. It's entertaining. It's not a great movie by any means. Something like that with Angelina Jolie. Oh yeah,
they carried each other's blood around in a vial.
Yeah.
Now whether that I don't know if they were drinking it.
It's Billy Bob Thornton. What do you expect?
I mean, yeah. I mean, so
like, but you get any of those, like, especially when you get into those character or those method actors, they're always going to be weird.
Yes.
And I mean, look at Billy Bob Thornton in Sling Blade. I didn't even know that was Billy Bob Thornton for the longest time. You got them French fried potatoes in there. Mm-hmm. You need anything else, Carl? I take the mustard.
You know what movie? We haven't mentioned this movie in a while.
Tombstone? He was in Tombstone.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. Holy shit. I forgot about that.
He was the guy who took the, whatever game. Well, it's not tarot. What's the name of that game? Whatever game.
Poker? Hold'em?
No, he was that game they started dealing and make whatever. He was the one that had it originally. Pull that smoke stick.
Oh, yeah. Or fucking... Who else? Who are the other great method actors? Like Daniel Day-Lewis. Daniel Day-Lewis is the best actor of our time. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Him and Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Those are the top two.
Because Johnny Depp, as cliche as it might sound, Johnny Depp just as Jack Sparrow, like, I feel like that dude just walked around set all day going, "Hello, lovey." Like, or did you see him go to the children's hospital, the cancer ward? Fully, like, had him do his makeup and everything, and just was Jack Sparrow for those little kids.
Farrow, that's it. Thank you, Gregory.
Mia Farrow?
No, that was the name of the game.
Oh,
and Tombstone.
Who else?
No,
John Malkovich, even.
Yeah, pretty good,
dude.
Here's
like of Mice and Men. John Malkovich.
Okay, yeah. It's been so long since I've.
He went Tom Hanks in that.
No, Jim Carrey. No, do not say Jim Carrey.
Well, first off, it's spelled wrong, but no, Jim Carrey's the shit. Jim Carrey's an amazing actor. For stuff like that. Did you watch his Netflix documentary about when he did Man in the Moon
about Andy Kaufman?
Did you watch the documentary?
Yeah.
He was Andy Kaufman while he was doing that movie. When they got to the point where Andy Kaufman's sick in his career and in his life, he like actually had an assistant like that would just actually wheel him around the set in a wheelchair. Like, he didn't get out of the wheelchair.
That was just because he was lazy.
Well, I heard they were going to do another one for the Grinch, because I guess he was the Grinch at all times, at least on set when they made the Grinch. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. The Grinch movie with Jim Carrey was fucking great.
Yeah, I will say that. I mean, yeah, but that's about the only movie.
He said, "That's it. I'm not going. Am I just eating because I'm bored?"
I just don't like his movie. That was about the only movie I could tolerate.
Ace Ventura?
I was not a big... It was so over the fucking top, and so...
And that's the point, though. The Mask?
You take Tone Loc out of that, I don't like it. Take Dan Marino and Tone Loc out of it.
What about The Mask?
I did not like The Mask.
I thought The Mask was great. The Mask was great it wasn't that great of a movie, but it was great.
But I will say he
has some really good ones. What is it? Eternal Sunshine of the Whatever Mind. Have you seen that one?
No, I haven't.
It's not a comedy. It's actually really dark, and it's super good.
See, I would probably like that more. And like what?
Oh, you would actually. I guarantee you would really like that.
The Truman Show he was in.
Yeah,
I didn't mind that one because that shows his acting ability. Ace Ventura, The Mask, all the same fucking.
Well, I mean, those are basically.
It's all the same.
Those are basically just improv sets that are an hour and a half long.
It's not acting. It is, but
it is. It's just a different thing.
To where I'm
just like Adam Sandler. Like, Adam Sandler's known for those types of movies where he just makes dick and fart jokes, which I like. Adam Sandler. I'm not talking shit about him, but there's also, like, have you ever seen Spanglish?
No, I have not.
Oh my god, dude, Spanglish is such a good movie. People used to hate on it back in the day, and I think it's just because it wasn't like Adam Sandler making dick and fart jokes like Adam Sandler usually does. But my mama said that it's nothing like that. Spanglish. Everybody should watch Spanglish. That movie will pull at your heartstrings. It's got Jon Favreau in it. I think Téa Leoni's in it.
I don't know which one.
I know the movie's talking about. I don't know the name of it.
I'm snobbish when it comes to actors. I do not like many.
What is that movie? God damn it, that's going to bother me. Go on,
Like
sorry.
Daniel Day-Lewis. I do not like very many of his movies.
But he's a fucking...
Phenomenal.
Have you seen like My Left Foot?
I've seen bits and parts, but that's not my kind of movie.
Or Gangs of New York?
Still not. I didn't.
What? Gangs of New York? It was too long, but that movie's sick.
Right. But I can respect his brilliant performances. But where I give the nod to Johnny Depp, he's the same kind of very character driven, but the movies are more entertaining to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
now,
the Rum Diaries and shit.
Right. You get to people talk about how George Clooney is a great actor. Bullshit. He's not. He's a great line reader.
I think George Clooney was in some really good movies.
Yes, but it's the same fucking character.
You know what George Clooney movie I fucking love that nobody ever talks about or I guess remembers for the most part? Three Kings. With Ice Cube and
Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Yes.
Yes.
That was a fucking good movie.
Yes, but every part he plays he plays it the same fucking way.
Philip Morris. Oh, that's the name of the movie.
Oh,
the Jim Carrey movie. I was gonna say Philip Morris, like the cigarettes,
cigarette brand or the cigarette company.
Well, and then when I said I didn't see the U, I love Philip Morris. So I was like, did you mean to say Philip Seymour Hoffman? Because that motherfucker was a good actor too. He's or same two people in the same film. What's his name? Red Dragon. Fuck.
Edward Norton.
No.
Oh,
the guy that played the Red Dragon.
Ray
Fiennes or
something like that.
That motherfucker can act too, and even Edward Norton. Edward Norton and like her and I watched. She had never seen American History X. We watched American History X, and I told her I was like, "This is going to be one of the few times in your life you ever like feel bad for a fucking neo-Nazi."
Yes,
like, that movie makes me cry every time I watch it.
What was it? Was it Primal or Primal?
What with Edward Norton?
Yeah, where with him and Hamster Boy. What was the name of that movie where he played the guy who killed the priest? Was it Primal?
Thank you, Gregory. Gregory remembers Three Kings.
Yeah, I think it was Primal.
You might be right. Fucking Fight Club.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that movie. That was brilliant acting.
What?
Where Edward Norton played a
person with dual personalities.
But no, he didn't. He was acting like he did. He didn't have. He was acting like he was slow or.
Oh, you're not talking about Fight Club.
No. I'm talking about.
I was like, no, he definitely had split personalities.
No, I think it was
fucking Fight Club.
I think it was Primal.
Bubble Boy.
I think it was.
Eight Crazy Nights is a fucking good Adam Sandler movie. Have you seen that one, the animated one?
No,
dude, it's literally just it's an Adam Sandler movie, and the only reason they animated it is so that they could have like stupid fucking like musical scene like cuts and shit.
Right.
Like he sings songs about telling old ladies to kiss his ass on Christmas because he hates Christmas and shit.
I'm going to Google that.
What?
That
movie?
I think it's
The Rock is a great. The Rock's a good actor. I wouldn't say I've never seen The Rock making a performance that like I was just like, holy fuck. And that's, you know what I mean? That's what I'm like talking about. Like Fight Club, fucking fantastic movie. What else? Are you laughing at the dog? Just, I mean, maybe get on her level. That's how she let you pick her up last time. Or do you need to go, babe?
Primal Fear.
Whenever you're ready. Oh yes, I have seen Primal Fear.
For some reason I thought
Robert De Niro.
What about Robert De Niro?
Another one of those actors. Robert De Niro in like fucking Taxi Driver and fucking Cape Fear.
His older,
before he got typecast as a fucking mobster.
Gangster, yeah. Primal Fear. That he was amazing, but Norton was amazing in Primal Fear. I liked Rounders. He was good in Rounders.
Is it? John Malkovich was in that one too. He's a pay. No. Pay this man his mianis.
And Edward Norton, like we said, good in
The first Rock movie? Yeah, I guess it would have to be The Game Plan.
No, the first Rock movie was Scorpion King.
Was it Scorpion King or Be Cool?
Oh, no, I think Scorpion King.
Be Cool was... If you haven't seen Be Cool, see Be Cool. Be Cool is so fucking phenomenal.
I know...
I love how... Should we just make Wednesday into a movie fucking review or let's talk movies? Dwayne Johnson. Oh, Mr. I don't like IMDb.
I don't want to listen to you, bitch, like you did last week.
I mean, IMDb is the one-stop shop for this shit. Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
But see, it's hard to navigate.
Filmography. How far back does this go? It can't go
2002 is Scorpion King.
A Long Shot? Long Shot. What was Long Shot? The Mummy Returns in 01. Huh. Method Man. He was a music video. He was in a Method Man music video. He was in a Wyclef Jean music video. What was Long Shot? Click on Long Shot. What was that? I feel like I've seen that. I have not seen that. Never mind.
Okay, so he was in a...
The Mummy did happen before the Scorpion King.
Yeah, Mummy Returns was the last one.
Yeah, because he had a little like cameo as the Scorpion King.
He apparently did a Star Trek Voyager.
He was
episode 2000.
Tsunkatse, the champion. Oh, that's the name of the episode.
He played Rocky Johnson in that 70s show. I did not.
I didn't know that either.
I did not know that. Huh. Hot damn.
His acting career goes out further than we thought. Walking Tall, yeah. That was a stupid movie. Rundown, that was a good one.
What was it? What was the other movie we were looking for?
Fucking, what is it? Game Plan. It was the one with the little girl.
Oh, that was 2005-ish.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he wasn't.
2007 Game Plan.
Oh, so Doom was before that. Gridiron Gang was before that. Be Cool, Walking Tall, Rundown. So he did a lot of shit before that.
Yeah, Be Cool.
I don't know, man. It's so like that man's got such a long fucking filmography. Because Be Cool is fantastic.
You know,
if you haven't seen Be Cool, you need to watch Be Cool. That movie is so fucking funny.
This is where he plays plays a gay guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays a gay country musician, I think.
Right.
But who is also like a crony for Vince Vaughn, who's like a white wannabe gangster, like Burberry and fedora wearing douchebag. He's a Be Weezy. Come on, baby. Be Weezy.
You know, think about him for a minute. He didn't break into WWE till what, 97? Yeah, 97. Think about that.
He's got 41 producer credits.
Probably. He didn't break into the WWE till 1997.
That's not surprising.
And he was pretty much gone by 90 or 02.
Yeah, but he made a lot of fucking
appearances, but he was part-time. I mean,
yeah.
That is a 5-year fucking run in professional wrestling.
Yeah. John Travolta's all right.
Oh, fuck no. John Travolta sucks balls.
John Travolta's another one of those ones, like he's in good movies. He's not one of my favorite actors by any means, but he's in some really good movies. Like John Travolta, what was it? Like fucking, oh my god, yeah, John Travolta was in that fucking bullshit fucking Scientology movie, Battlefield Earth.
Battlefield Earth, yes.
With Forrest Whitaker.
I heard it sucked.
You've never seen it?
Never seen it.
I mean, it's another one of those ones. It's cool to watch. Like it's visually entertaining.
PCU, Gregory, that is a fucking amazing movie.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen PCU?
No.
It's got John Favreau.
Oh, maybe I have.
He plays like a. He's got like dreadlocks, but what's the guy played? What's his name on Entourage? The agent.
Oh, I don't know.
What's his fucking
I
name?
didn't watch it. Oh, fuck. I know the guy you're talking about. Even though I think I've seen like 2 episodes of Entourage.
It was fucking an awesome movie. It had
Rory something.
no.
No.
Oh fuck.
God damn it, Jim. You know, a movie from the 90s I wish got more credit and I find amazing?
Jeremy Piven.
Is Airheads with Adam Sandler, Steve Buscemi, and Brendan Fraser. That movie cracked me the fuck up, and still to this day cracks me the fuck up. Because you got Adam Sandler, the pool boy, who's fucking like super nice and sweet, and they're holding up that radio station, and his brother's trying to make him be mean. He's like, "This guy's doing this. What are you gonna do?" He's like, "Sit down, sir." He's like, "No, be meaner, Kip." And he's like, "Hey, sit back down, or what? Or I'll cut your head off." With what? With my dick.
Okay, let's get back to Hollywood. There's some ritual shit going on in Hollywood.
30 minutes later.
we go up on tangents. But there is some occult shit. There are some rituals going on. And this, Machine Gun Kelly, that, and Megan Fox thing, that probably is what that's going on. But you've heard stories. This, even Hollywood, the entertainment industry in itself, there's a lot of occult shit going on.
Oh yeah.
Now I do get a little aggravated with some of these conspiracy theorists that are they talk about the occult symbolism. It's a lot like the paranormal with these people. I mean, you go looking for it, you're going to find it.
Well, and there's also the fact that, let's be real, it's Hollywood and shit like that, and a lot of that shit is just because it's edgy.
Right. But there is some blatant stuff, like what Pink's video, Jaggalo Pill. It has.
I've never seen it.
What?
I've never seen it.
It has a fucking satanic, the so-called satanic, whatever they're called,
symbol,
grand poobahs. With the top hat and the voodoo priestess type thing that they say satanic people ripped off. With the top hat, the tux, but like skull paint. It has one of those in which they say
it's a fuck.
But it's
a music video.
But they say they use that is what they've kind of sold their soul to get their celebrity. Let's be honest.
Well, is it selling their soul? Is it making people think that they sold their soul because it fucking makes money?
Who knows?
Look at Lil Nas X.
Who knows?
With his fucking devil shoes. Them motherfuckers sold out real quick at a very high price point.
Who the fuck knows? What came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know.
Perfect example I was talking about today. Alex Terrible from Slaughter to Prevail. They blew the fuck up. Yes, he has gnarly deathcore vocals. But that dude is shocking as shit to look at sometimes. If you shave his head, he's got devil horns tattooed on the side of his head. He's got the devil on his chest. He's got the devil across his stomach. He's tatted from the neck down on his whole torso, both his arms. And recently, he had some... she saw the pictures.
What are you doing?
I remember showing you the pictures when we went thrifting with your cousin. He paid somebody, because scarification is a thing.
Scarification,
like body modification, like deliberate scarring. He had somebody cut from here, right there, down the side of his face and down his jaw, and just chunk out a fucking spot right here, and then went out on tour with like the scab like bleeding as he was just screaming on stage, and them motherfuckers blew the fuck up, and they're out of Russia. Like, how many Russian bands do you hear about in the States?
Not many.
Exactly. What was it? I think,
especially not now.
I was gonna say, I think Tattoo back in the day maybe was Russian. The two girls.
The guy on Fantasy Island.
Nah.
The plane.
TATU.
Oh.
The two girls.
Toto.
No. They have the one song. It's like, all the thing you said, run it through my head, run it through my head, run it through my head.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
I don't even know if they were Russian. I just you don't hear about that shit, and it fucking works. You start talking about drinking blood and fucking having pentagrams and seances and shit, and motherfuckers, even if they disagree with it, they're gonna click on the link and they're gonna watch the videos, and they're gonna give you the views, even if they're like, you are a bad person.
There's two ways to look at this, and there's two forms of it.
Yes, Baba Yaga. That's a name of a Slaughter Prevail song, and it's also a what's the word I'm looking for? Like fairy tale, but not like Krampus kind of.
Yeah.
He's Baba Yaga's kind of like the Russian Krampus in a way. And it's also a slaughter. Fresh sweet.
But there's two ways to look at this. Either, well, there's some very obvious stuff. Like, I call it the Black Sabbath method.
Mm-hmm.
They leaned into...
The first doom metal band, really.
They leaned into the satanic shit. Motley Crue.
100%.
Leaned into the satanic shit.
And look what it did for them.
But there's another version that's very subtle. And I think those are probably the ones who are doing some ritual work or whatever. It's not as prevalent.
Well, and that's the thing too, is like it's never the ones that own it. Like we talked about on the Devil in Music episode. Look at Ghost. Ghost is openly a satanic band, and nobody gives a fuck.
Right? Nobody really gives a fuck.
And they're also not like super heavy. They actually sing and shit.
But it gives
like,
us something to talk
band.
about, and it gives the Christian right something to talk about.
But not them. They own it. It's the ones where you got to dig a little bit to try to find the dirt, because that's all that matters. It's not the stuff that's in your face. It's the dirt that people think they dug up on the internet.
But my personal opinion, I don't think there's anything wrong with what I'm about to say now. There's some ritual stuff going on, whether more like manifestation stuff going on. They are putting stuff out there to, they're doing it. I guarantee you, I know they're doing it.
Oh yeah, because I mean, it's stuff like that's more realistic when you have $20 million in your bank account too. You can say, I'm going to do this because of this, because you have the option to do that. Like, I'm going to become happier in my day-to-day life because I don't like this, so I'm going to go to Barbados for 3 weeks.
No, I know. I'm just saying a lot of people think that manifestation and law of abundance and all that shit is satanic, is magic.
Because it's not the way of God.
But there is some of that stuff going on.
Because they're not... Go ahead.
There is some of that stuff going on in Hollywood and entertainment. There's some of that shit going on in podcasting.
But like I said, like you can break that down to like it's because by doing that, by saying I manifested it or I willed it to happen, guess what they're not doing? They're not going up on the Grammys and the Golden Globes and shit and giving just first and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and his illegitimate deadbeat dad God for giving me this fucking plastic guy that's dipped in gold that you can buy from the gas station. And then I want to thank my mom. And then there's always that one guy in the crowd that's like, didn't say me, fuckface.
Gregory says it's chaos magic instead of right hand path magic. I do right hand path magic all the time. Every night, baby. Every night.
I mean, I'm more of a lefty kind of guy.
That's only when I want to switch it up and act like it's a one night stand.
Well, because you're not as coordinated with your weak hand to work the phone.
I'm actually ambidextrous. Damn it.
Are you?
Yes.
Just with jerking off.
I could switch hit.
Use the other one to twiddle your butthole.
Yeah. Which and here's the thing: I'm not that fluent in magic. I know a little bit.
Yeah, Gregory clearly knows a shitload more than us.
I think we better be nice to Gregory. But
my car died last night. The fuck else is gonna happen? Like
you can't get much lower than this. No, but right hand path is ritual.
So it's prayer. I had that conversation with a new guy at work today.
Do you often have these conversations at work?
Well, I was listening to something and he asked me something. He was like, man, I would love to do like the ghost hunting and stuff. It's so fucking cool, blah, blah, blah.
It's boring as fuck.
And I was like, well, he's like, I just think that stuff's so interesting. I was like, well, it's funny you should say that.
Funny you should say that.
I actually have a podcast that dives into such things. And that's what he asked me. He asked me about, he wanted my opinion on the Ouija board thing. And I was like, fuck the Ouija board, dude. The Ouija board you can have a problem with the Ouija board if you want to have a problem with the Ouija board.
It's like anything else. The Ouija board's like a car.
Yeah, if you drive a car into a fucking wall, you're going to get hurt. If you drive it normally, you'll probably be all right.
It's like a hammer. You can either build something beautiful
or you can
kill
beat someone to death with it.
There you go. Ouija board is just a tool. It's the person using the Ouija board.
Yeah, that's why I told
Or
him.
it could be like us and use it and just jack off and don't do fucking nothing.
Well, it's because neither of us put any power into it.
We
Like,
didn't
that motherfucker, it's a fucking children's toy that you bought off Amazon for what, like $12?
You're saying Jeff Bezos didn't give me the real deal?
I'm saying Jeff Bezos didn't give you shit. Jeff Bezos hasn't had his hand on an Amazon product that he didn't order for himself in fucking 10 years, and we both know
It was
it.
probably longer than that since it was in his garage.
Right. Oh, I just found out
shit.
where
What?
Elon Musk's originally started getting his money from. I did not know that. The whole whatever the
Porn?
something. No, I forget the name. It was something X, which then that he sold, which then ended up becoming PayPal.
Oh, I knew he started. He was.
I didn't know that.
I knew he started. Yeah, he got his money when he sold PayPal.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Well, I mean, you know me. I don't really give a fuck about shit like that.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew it was PayPal. He sold PayPal and then.
Well, it's just like fucking Epstein. Like I knew who Jeffrey Epstein was. I didn't know dick about why he was so rich until after all that shit happened.
We're gonna have to do an Epstein episode here soon.
I'll do it right now. He didn't fucking kill himself. There you go.
No, here's what pisses me off about
It was the Clintons.
the Epstein shit and Ghislaine.
Fucking Jizzball Maxwell.
Okay, she got convicted.
Mm-hmm.
Have they sentenced her yet?
I don't know.
I want to know. Okay,
Yeah, because it sure as shit, it went real fucking quiet once they did.
I want to know. I have a problem with this shit.
Well,
Not with convicting her. Now, let me clarify that. Okay, she got convicted for child, whatever the legal term is, selling them into basically
trafficking.
Yes,
Yeah,
a sex trafficking ring.
yeah. Which, as far as I'm concerned, like you might as if you're getting charged with child traffic or human trafficking, you should just automatically be charged with rape and murder as well.
Okay, I don't disagree, but here's my problem with this whole thing. They convicted her. She's going to jail forever.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the other? She had to send these kids to somewhere, to somebody. Somebody was fucking doing it. Right. Where's the list?
Well,
where's the fucking...
It's the whole thing.
Where's the customers? Well, that's what I want to know. Where the fucking customers? We know where the customers are, but why
no, we both know why they haven't come out.
Because
she's been talked to. She's been bred into this. She knows better. She knows worst case scenario or best case scenario, she keeps her fucking mouth shut and she lets everybody know she's going to keep her fucking mouth shut, and she'll at least maybe be able to live those years in prison. Whereas if she even shows an inkling of weakness to one of those people, any of them, I don't give a fuck. You can say the Clintons, you can say the Bushes. I don't give a fuck what powerful family, even if it's one that is totally unrelated to this, some fucking oil tycoon sheik in Saudi Arabia, people that have no connection to this at all. If it's anybody on that level with that much money and that much political control over anything, you're fucking dead, and there's nothing you can do about it. All of these people that would be involved or named in this case have the money to make any human being disappear and never be touched by any repercussions for it.
That's great. No, yes, they can be. You know why? Get the people behind it. Why are people pissed off and demanding? It's what pissed me off about the United States.
Well, let's get
everybody talk. What's the United States going to do? It's just they got a big army. Yeah, but they don't have an army of millions. We outnumber the population outnumbers. If enough people say, okay, we want some fucking answers. We want these motherfuckers brought to fucking justice.
Well, and plus, let's be realistic. I would
hope
and imagine that a lot
Hillary
of soldiers
can suck my dick.
Yeah, I would hope
twice.
I would hope and imagine.
I wouldn't enjoy it because she's ugly as fuck.
A lot of soldiers would be like, I didn't sign up to shoot us. Do what you guys do.
And let's talk. It goes to the philosophy of the people say, well, the military has the guns. Okay, yes. I'm going to bring it back to Tombstone. When Wyatt, what's the name of the Johnny? 2 or what? When the lynch mob comes to get the guy out of jail.
Oh yeah.
And, he's got one, it's him versus the lynch.
Johnny Ringo?
No, Johnny Ringo was, this was the story it wasn't Johnny Ringo. It was somebody else. Johnny behind the jacks or something like that. something like that. But anyway, the story, and he stood him down. And he in Tombstone, he says, "You'll get me, but I'll take a couple. I'll take two or three with me.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get me." That's yes, okay. The mob, being in this case, us, the people who are protecting these fucking pedophiles, are playing the part of
Curly Bill Brocious.
No, it was not Curly Bill.
Bocephus.
This was before he got to Tombstone. The story before he got to Tombstone. But yes,
listening.
Some people are going to have to take a fucking bullet, but eventually you're going to get them. If enough people rise up against and express enough hatred and displeasure and whatever fucking adjective you want to use with what went on there,
mm-hmm.
they have no choice but to do something about it. But
yeah, they're fucked. Like, see,
it doesn't matter how much power they have.
Here's the thing.
They can't suicide all of us.
When it comes to that. But here's the thing that I've always thought about, that's always been in the back of my head, is like, yes, overthrow could happen. I'm not like saying I'm a proponent of it, because I don't think it would. I don't think it would work out as well as a lot of people think it would. But my thing when you're dealing with something like this, not that it excuses it or makes it so that we should brush it under the rug, but part of what I could see, because obviously not everybody in a position of power can be bad, right?
No.
So the ones that are not doing anything, right?
Right.
We're dealing with a class of people that controls a majority of both of the business and fiscal assets of at least this country.
Okay.
So I'm sure that this shit will never come to fruition the way that we would like to see it, and people will not pay for the things that they've done, because there are things put into place because people high up enough know that if it goes down, shit is going to really hit the fan, as far as the people in the corporations that bankroll banks and insurance companies and healthcare providers and shit like that. You know what I mean? Because that's realistically, that's got to be part of who we're dealing with in this.
Yes, but they don't make up. If enough people, it doesn't matter how much power they think they have. You have power in numbers. Enough people.
Yes, but money is also power, and that's what I'm saying. If you take those people out, what happens to that? What happens to that?
There's always
those finances.
Something else will always come back.
Will they?
Yes. There's always another snake to come.
We're talking about the 1% here.
No, you're not even talking about the 1%.
I mean, that's putting it.
That's a misconception. Anybody who makes over $1 million a year is the 1%. Hollywood actors.
Okay, so we're talking about the 0.01%.
And
if that.
And see, but they still, just because they got the money, they got the power. Yes, but enough people come up. Yes, it's not going to be pleasant. Some people are going to take a hit, but we as people are fucking weak and lazy, and we don't want to put anything on the line.
Yeah, and I'm not arguing that this shit. I'm not arguing that like this shit needs to be stopped and something needs to be done about it. I'm just saying, I'm curious as to what the economical ramifications would be of that.
Like we give a fuck about economic ramifications. Let's shut this shit down for a fucking year and see how. So they don't give a fuck about economic. We don't give a fuck about economic problems. Why do we think we're in the? Why do you think I'm paying fucking? Go get a fucking thing of ham and a loaf of bread is $50 fucking bucks. I'm being a little facetious, but not fucking much.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like
because we didn't give a fuck when they shut us down for fucking a year, basically. What did these people think was going to happen?
Well, I'm just saying. Like, because I'm just assuming that at the top of this is the head of every corporation or business that anybody knows the name of. And that's why, like I'm saying, one, it would be interesting to see what kind of economical ramifications there would be, because there would be. Like, and that can't be argued.
And see, this is where you're wrong a little bit. The people that, it's not even the super ultra elite that are behind this. The real fucking people that need to go to jail over, we're still talking about Epstein Island, are just normal, everyday fucking.
Oh, you're talking about like witnesses that never said anything.
Who do you think these people, it just wasn't for the super ultra behind the scenes Oz motherfuckers. No. You have people like Bill Gates, like celebrities. Look at who was on that fucking, all the people that were on that fucking manifest, that their name appears on that manifest.
Yeah.
It's not just fucking super, it's half-assed mediocre fucking comics that suck fucking major ass. They were even implicated in this shit.
Well, I mean, that's just
that probably don't make much more money than me.
Yeah, but I mean, that's just the trickle down we're talking about. And but the main point I'm trying to make here is that's why it won't happen. Because the people in a place of power aren't gonna let
power all of. Here's the thing: power is a fucking illusion. Nobody has true power.
Until the day comes that there's a societal change. Yes, they do.
Power is an illusion, and I told this to my daughters. Nobody has power over you. The only way they have power over you is if you give them the power.
That's true, and that's why we can sit here and talk like this. But not everybody has the gumption to even say something about it. So until that changes, there's going to be people in positions of power that they do have with the way everybody looks at everything, and they're not going to let those names come out. They're not going to let those people talk about it. They're going to take care of it. They're going to nip it in the bud.
But I just say
because they're going to go, oh, well, that person fucking funnels $20 million into my campaign fund every 3 or 4 years, so that's not happening. Fuck you, Ghislaine. Well, however you fucking say her stupid goddamn name.
My philosophy is if you have I don't give a fuck how much power you have. You get 100 million people to get fucking pissed off about something.
That's true.
I don't give a fuck how much power you fucking have.
That's true, but are we ever going to come to that point?
I don't think
we are. Not over this.
Honestly, I would hope fucking child sex trafficking, I think, would be the thing that
you would think, but we both know it's not going to be over this. It's going to be over fucking gas prices or some shit like that.
There is, or what we might talk about here in a minute.
Fucking toilet paper. Like,
but this is a subject you should really get riled up about.
I don't disagree.
People should be demanding to know.
Well, and that's
who the fuck did they give these?
See, and we're almost passing the buck.
We might get kicked off YouTube for this.
We're almost passing the buck to an extent because this isn't just a domestic thing.
Oh no,
it's not just us. It's not just the U.S. that needs to do something about this shit. This is literally, it's a known fact that this shit is worldwide.
Yes,
there is not a continent other than maybe Antarctica that isn't affected by this.
Oh, you
shit.
mean the ice wall? Okay.
For all we know, that's literally there's some pedophile ring down there where like because only rich people or scientists can get there. So for all we know, there's a whole fucking like ice resort for rich people that want to go bang little kids and be pieces of shit.
Cool, I guess. Fuck it.
It could be a thing. Like we don't know.
We don't know.
Like literally, who here has been to fucking Antarctica? Ask that in almost any room at any time, and I guarantee you there's almost never going to be a hand in the air.
Because Antarctica doesn't exist. Neither does Australia.
Tell that to some of the marsupials.
Dinosaurs were fake. The world started 6,000 years ago.
If you say so, champ.
I don't give a fuck anymore. I still think this is a simulation. Anyway, getting back to, I don't want to. We're not going to cover the other thing.
We should save that for Patreon.
Yeah, we might talk about in the after show, which we've fucking already been on. We got about 5 minutes. But
we spent 20 minutes talking about fucking actors and shit, which is normal for us.
What was there?
There was not been one mention of wrestling.
Actually, I put this in the description. Now, let's talk about psychic mediums for a second. Okay. And psychic powers.
Okay.
Do you think anybody and everybody could be a psychic?
I think if psychics are a real thing, everybody has the ability to do something of that sort.
It's kind of like playing musical instruments. Some are going to be great at it, but everybody can
has the ability to
pick up a guitar and strum the notes.
Yeah.
Pick the axe.
Yeah. Shred the
not everybody's going to be Eddie Van Halen.
I mean, they could be if they wanted to.
With time and practice. But I think 90% of...
Not everybody's George Thorogood.
I would hope not. That would be one too many George Thorogoods. One George Thorogood is fucking...
And what, like 2 good songs? What was it 1 bourbon, 1 scotch, and 1 beer, and then fucking... Which every time I hear that song, it makes me think of the movie. Another great movie from the 90s, Major Payne. You forgot about that one, didn't you? That movie was funny as fuck, dude. He said when he was like, drop and give me 20.
Was Marky in that one too?
No.
I know it was Wayne's and...
No, he wasn't in it. Bam Bam Bigelow was.
Was he? Oh, I'm thinking of the one with Danny DeVito. Was it Danny DeVito? Marky Mark was in that one.
I don't know. But dude, Major Payne, if you haven't seen Major Payne, that's another one you need to see. When he made those kids do push-ups, just drop it, give me 50. 1, don't you feel dumb? 2, look at you. 3, don't you ever talk about me behind my back. He just went off on like a 4-sentence rant. No. Oh my God. That movie is so good. He said, what was it? Fuck. When he was telling him about the boogeyman in his closet, he just emptied his 45 into the closet door and he was like, if he's still in there, he ain't happy.
But getting back to psychic, this could be like 3 episodes.
What, psychics?
Yeah, psychic abilities.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you take all the different
realms
and the different versions of it, yeah.
Well, but just,
or like different abilities with it.
Like just the fact that what are dreams? Could dreams be a psychic window? That's what deja vu is or whatever. Mm-hmm. You could go down a major fucking rabbit hole with this shit. Renaissance Man is the one I was thinking with. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
I've seen that. I don't remember.
I think it's got Danny DeVito in it.
I don't remember it. I know I've seen it, though.
It was one of his early acting gigs.
Man of the Year. Another good movie nobody talks about. The Robin Williams movie.
Where he was a talk show host that runs for president?
Yeah.
I saw
that. That was a fucking good movie.
It was a good movie. I saw it.
Robin Williams had a lot of good movies. I mean, that his fucking, from like Good Will Hunting.
Oh, great.
Oh, my God. That movie's so fucking good.
I like them apples.
You know what else was a good movie that is kind of akin to that plot-wise in a way that nobody talks about? Finding Forrester with Sean Connery.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
That's a good movie. You should see that. That's a really good movie.
You're saying Entrapment wasn't a good movie with Sean Connery?
Oh my God. Have you ever watched Workaholics?
No.
Dude, there's an episode of Workaholics where they do mushrooms and they camp out in their office because their house is being fumigated or some shit. And they end up like entrapping the fucking IT guys that came overnight to reset the system thinking they were burglars. And it cuts to at the end of the episode, they start rolling the credits and they're all doing mushrooms sitting in this like fucking pillow fort that they built in their cubicle. And they're singing a song. And the song is Catherine Zeta-Jones. She deeps beneath lasers. Oh,
I never wanted to be a cat burglar.
Oh my God. What was that? And then the second was Catherine Zeta-Jones. She something with Sean Connery. Oh, and that's the end of the fucking episode.
This is welcome to Siskel and Ebert.
I mean, you get 2 dudes together that like to watch movie and film, or movies and film. Fuck.
Man. Oh, but what?
TV and film. Patch Adams. Patch Adams is a great one.
I've seen bits. I don't think I've seen.
Oh, you should definitely watch that. Well, that's based on true events.
Oh, that's what I want to talk about for.
Actually, if you want to do that, off. I want to go there.
What? Go where?
The Gesundheit Institute. What? I watched Patch Adams with Better Half, and we want to go there. It's his institute that he still has.
Oh, okay.
It's in Virginia or West Virginia, and you can just like go there and help out.
That's what I want to talk about.
You can volunteer for like a week to help in the kitchen, or like even just one of the positions is just to like basically play with the kids.
There's one last thing I want to talk about before we go to the Patreon.
My balls?
No. It'd be a short conversation.
It's like a saggy, prickly pear.
I have a bone to pick with TikTok. I might boycott TikTok.
You and fucking TikTok.
I was on TikTok.
Yeah, for 7 hours.
Well, last night, yes. And what comes across it scarred me for life. It was this little fucking kid in the hospital fighting for their fucking life. And the little kid was, mom was right there holding his hand, holding his or her hand. I don't know whether it was
it
was obviously going on death's bed. And the mom's saying, I'll do anything to help you. I know you will. I know you will, mommy. And the kid, and it was a duet thing, and it had a girl there, and she's fucking watching it and bawling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fucking tearing the fuck up. And the kid takes the mom's hand, kisses it, and it goes off. Fuck TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
I want fucking women with big tits, no bras, with hard nipples dancing around. I can't handle that shit.
Well, don't like it.
It
should help work its way out of the algorithm.
I didn't like it. I don't like anything. The only thing I like is our shit.
I do. I like stuff just to save it, really.
The only thing I like on my personal TikTok is our shit.
Well, I mean, those things, like...
No, I fucking cried for 20 fucking minutes.
Well, some of them, because a lot of people are like, oh, that's not cool to dick ride that and blah, blah, blah. But a lot of them, I will say, there are a lot of people that do that in order to, and like they link the profile in the thing because there'll be like a GoFundMe or something like that. There are a lot of people that do that just to use their social media presence to get that out, to get their thing out. It's just like
I don't go to TikTok to get heartbroken. I go to TikTok.
It's just like 1090 Jake on End of Sentence. I love that guy. Shout out 1090 Jake. I'm clipping that and sending it to him. I mean, he'll never see it, but this dude blew the fuck up on YouTube out of nowhere.
Kind of like us.
Like literally, I started watching him, and like at like 160,000 subscribers or something like that, and he had been on YouTube for like a handful of months, and then he fucking like now he's up to like I think he's got over 1 million or close to 1 million or something like shit like that, and he was just on the No Jumper podcast. He was like, man, I went from fucking getting out of prison in Florida to going back to Mass, and fucking now I'm making $600,000 a year on YouTube. And I was like, fuck yeah, that's what's up. And that guy, he does it every time. He covers a lot of like, the 6-year-old girl killed in drive-by shooting, tells the whole story, like pulls the news files and shit like that. Yeah. Tells the whole story, and like every time he does the shit, every time somebody dies in an unfortunate way, he goes and finds their GoFundMe for the funeral costs and shit like that, and he links it in the description, and he I think he pins it as the top comment on every video.
All right,
like there are some people out there that like they at least attempt to use their social media presence for good.
Let's continue this conversation on to the Patreon after show.
Speaking of social media, we've got Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, fucking knick-knock, bitty-bitty-bick-buck, Facebook.
Yes.
They're all right here, GITN.podcast on TikTok, ghosts_night_podcast on Instagram, night_ghosts on Twitter. Just search Ghosts in the Night on Facebook if you still have Facebook and you're 96. Fucking what? If you are into the show and you enjoy this content and you want a little extra content, go to patreon.com/GITN podcast, join the poop cult, become one of our valuable and loved turds.
Hashtag turd love.
Hashtag herd turds.
But that is where we're going to the after show. We're going to record
after a nice
show
piss and a cigarette
for the Patreon subscribers right now. As always, Patreon subscribers, all you people, Gregory, Jessica,
you people, with the you people. And again, before we go off, yes, 1 Hour Photo was actually a really good movie.
Yes, but we are going. I'll do it just like we've done it the past 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever, 4 weeks we've been doing this. I will send you guys a message with the link in Patreon.
Oreo. Guess who won't be there? Gonzo, because he still hasn't gotten a Patreon account subscription. The only moderator that isn't a Patreon.
All right, we will see you guys Sunday for everybody who's not a Patreon subscriber.
$2.
What are we talking about next Sunday?
Wait a week to buy a 7-foot-long lace for one of your wrestling boots and join Patreon. Sunday?
Yes, Sunday's episode. Break
Ed
it down.
Kemper.
Ed fucking Kemper.
Bumblebutt. Old Bumblebutt.
But who's going to call a 6'9" killer bumblebee?
That's what they called him.
Moon Unit. We're just glad you got here, baby. Glad you got here.
Well, you can rewatch it, and if you want, you can go to patreon.com/GITN podcast. Join for just $2 a month.
All right,
and we will be live on there after this. Yeah, Moon Unit, get a Patreon coming from the guy that's been here like almost as long as I've been doing this podcast and still isn't a Patreon.
All right, we're out of here. We love you guys.
And he's not even a good moderator. He times people out for no fucking reason. We get check out nude girls, super naked, awesome. Doesn't time that one out. Times out the chick that's in here like every week.
I'm surprised Gonzo hasn't timed us out.
Did you see him when he came into the live stream? He was like, "Who wants to get timed out?"
That's all. But he times us out in the live stream and just goes blank.
Yeah, he does.
All right, we will.
Fuck. Phil's dying. We will not see you on Patreon. Phil's
Travis will see. We will see you on Sunday.
If I can figure out the computer, we'll see you on Patreon.
All right. Fucking kids. All right. We love you.